You move, and I take your eyes, you hear me?
Wind's blowing from the south.
We can tack north, then cut west. Now, what did I just tell you?
Cut, I will skin you alive! You will never leave this.
Yep, that's me. Now, you're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, it all started many years ago with a simple cock ring. The story begins in a cold, harsh village hidden away between the jagged mountain slopes of 10th century Norway, with a sheepish child, not much older than about 8 years, wandering about amongst a crowd of drunken idiocy and foolish camaraderie, sought out by his father to deliver a symbol of peace and unity to unite two warring clans as one. There it is, the golden cock ring. So empowering, so encapsulating, worn by his father and his father before him. This hand-me-down cock ring is sure to bring serenity to the land. Before such a statement, it was pivotal that the child hits the quan or gets absolutely stanky with it. The local Bill Cosby then attempts to sway the young child to take up a glass of mead with no regard for the legal drinking age. Luckily, the child's fortitude was strong and refused the ill temptation, as the delivery of the ring ensures the child an endless supply of coochie. The entire feast roars in anticipation. The child offers the ring with the words, "Our king and one true ruler of the land, we offer to you this adornment to pierce through your urethra and cause your pee to run red for the next month, to act as a symbol for the unity of our clans together as one, and may it cause you only slight discomforts." The entire feast then breaks into the Wolf of Wall Street song as a sign of respect for a deal well done. But all was too sweet for no foil. Bursting through the door, the guard yells out, the clanging of steel echoing in the distance. They were being besieged. The citizens jump to arms in a feeble attempt to protect their genital adornment innovation from their leading competitors. A battleground is no place for a child like this, especially when they have never seen the inside of a gym. Like, holy shit, this kid was weak as hell. Talk about getting carried. Shortly after it had started, the fight had been lost. Brothers and sisters slaughtered and slain where they stood. The child's father lays down his life so that his people may live to see another dawn. His mother struck down beside him, and a promise betrayed as the slaughter commenced once more. The child is swooped up in an attempt to flee. Struck down and injured in the middle of a frozen lake, the child lay stunned as the ice broke around him. A lone wolf takes its opportunity and strikes the isolated child. And trust me when I say it, this kid got rolled. Like, absolutely done. A harsh tale and a dark origin of the dawn of the cock ring. Born into the fiery pits of the fierce competitiveness of a free market for decorated genital jewelry. A story so bold it seems almost as if it was a fable. But trust me when I tell you, I've spoke no word of a lie. That child in the story was me. I am the one true heir to my father's cock ring fortune, a fate stricken from me by a dishonourable man. Now only one thing echoes in my mind, a broken record stuck on repeat, seeking amendment, screaming and begging for justice. Defeated and restrained, I find myself at the feet of the lad that took both my parents' lives, threatened of being sold into slavery to live out my final days. But is it really that easy to stop me from merchandising my infamous cock rings? Haha, I think not. All caught up? Good. Cause now, shit gets real. I dart through the snowy forest, dismembering this chap and finding a friend en route to the village. I decide to, rather than take on an entire army by myself, just to simply sneak by. I slip my way into the longhouse. Oh, and did I mention that I'm a real sick ass ninja dude now? I can climb shit real good and run insanely fast down hotel room hallways. It's kinda important. Some people call me the Bjorn the Strong of the 10th century. He's before your time, don't worry about it. I spot this fella acting like an absolute twat and a half, and so I decide, yeah, screw it. You know what? I've got time to feed this kid some iron before I have to die of the bubonic plague at a ripe old age of 32. So we do a whole epic duel and whatnot, and frankly, I'm just slapping this man harder than that one teacher at my kindergarten when I drew a picture of two cats doing the business on a wall. That whole situation was so twisted. Like, I cannot believe that actually happened. No one knew how to act. Like, what would you do if you saw two male cats just absolutely going to town in your backyard? Crazy. But that's like where I got the inspiration for the drawing, I guess. And now, I guess I probably shouldn't have smacked back that whole sheet of acid before going on this rescue mission, because now I'm absolutely tripping balls. Like, where did this man and his giant-ass pet wolf come from? I don't know, but I kinda wanna touch it. Oh, nope. Definitely should not have done that. Saves. Okay, calm. We're chill. Just gotta kill 100 or so troops and dip real quick. So as you would expect, that was relatively easy, and we hop on our boat and set sail home. But on our way home, we spot some more of these fellas, and think, f it. We just bummed like 100 of these dudes back there. What's 100 more? Lol. On our way back, we discuss vast ideologies of the finer points of philosophy, such as defining metaphysics as the knowledge of the immaterial being, and using this framework to examine the relationship between substance and essence, from which to devise that man is comprised of a unitary of the two, and the intricacies of Platonism. Those whose beliefs are limited only to perception are failing to achieve a high level of perception, one available only to those who can see beyond the material world. Or how girls can be so afraid of spiders but then go hit a curb at 60 miles per hour and say, whoopsies. That one we still have no answers for. We get back to the CRI HQ, which stands for Cockring Incorporated Headquarters, and immediately get on the piss with old mate Tekla here, and ignoring this horrific drinking form and constant gagging. This chick's low-key drinking me under the table, but I clutch up and put it all back before her. And now I think I might be feeling it slightly. I'm not sure though. Might be safe just to grab the keys and drive home, just in case. Then, still half drunk, me and this dude decide to have a little freestyle. And when I tell you we were spitting bars, this shit was hotter than Jack's sister. You know who I'm talking about. You know Jack's sister, the blonde with the cute smile, the blue eyes, and the big auga, badong badong, biggity boppity bop, big bass bazunga balumpa, blue mid, Backstreet Boys, biodegradable, vacuum beluga baddies, Bondi Beach, Notorious B.I.G, bad boy melons. Like, just listen.
In flighting, it's key to match cadence and rhyme. It's as much about sound as it is about time. So be careful in choosing the words that you say.
I'll recall what you taught ere I enter the fray.
Me and homeboy here are making it out of the Swedish hood for sure. Hey man, why don't you consider subscribing? Who knows, it could be the best thing you ever did with your life.